Good morning, everybody. Hello, Cece. How are you doing today? Just taking a moment to get all set up. I know this is a bit of a hard sell as a stream, but I have gotten absolutely no response on Twitter. And I can't tell if this is just not something that people would notice on Twitter, or if it's that Twitter is currently completely busted. It's probably a combination of the two things. That's my guess. That said, we're still going to keep going. It is currently Thursday, February 9th, and we are going to be looking at the games that came out on Steam on Wednesday, February 8th. We don't have a great number of them today. We only have, I think, 22 of them, so this should be a relatively short stream this afternoon, or this morning. It's still morning. I should probably make this a more consistent time for this, I think. That would probably help. Okie dokie. We are going to get started with our first game, which is Cave Raider. Cave Raider is for sale for $2.33, down from $3.89. Developed and published by SMT EMT. We've definitely seen some of their games before, I think. Let's just double check that before we go into this. Yes, Nuclear Arena, right. They made this little arena combat game last month, as well as a game called Zombie World Pixel, which was a top-down zombie RPG. So they make a lot of games. Cave Raider, a top-down game where the player controls the character, dodging the Walking Dead, collecting the wandering souls of girls, and playing other role games to get further. Okay, I think they might be reusing some of their assets from their other zombie game. Pixel art is pretty cute. Okay, a little bit weird. Oh, 7 plus. Okay, these are just math questions. All right. So you're running from the Walking Dead. You're collecting the souls of young ladies in sun hats, and you're answering math questions. Just a regular day in Cave Raiding Town. Very, very short store page description here. Lots of minigames, beautiful decorations, and difficulty. That is certainly a game feature. All right. Checking the charts. This game went up on the 23rd of January. And picked up 2 followers. No reviews. What am I going to guess for this one? 30, I think? None of what we're looking at. Okay, looks like that's another minigame. It's like a Trace the Line minigame. Some more minigames and more minigames. But it looks like all the levels are the same. Or maybe there's only one level. So, yes, this looks like a very small game with some interesting minigame concepts. I love the idea of someone quizzing, like, you trying to open a treasure chest, you're being chased by zombies, and it's like, okay, but what is 8 plus 16? Yeah, that one's funny. Okay, alright, moving on to our next game, which is Death Trials Director's Cut. Death Trials Director's Cut is for sale for $3.89, down from $6.49. Developed and published by Made in America LLC. Made in America LLC. An action horror game about scientific trials gone wrong. Run, hide, or fight your way to escape. Plenty of jump scares and perfect for streaming. Huh, interesting. Calling out streaming specifically here. And we have a little streamer. This is reminding me of the some of the advertisements for, I think, Outlast 2 had like streamer specific advertisements. Okay, so we have a walking around in the dark with a flashlight game. Though this time you have an axe, which is fun. Halloween Game Jam. Okay, so this is a Game Jam game. Nice. Uh-oh, piles of spooky skeletons. Picking up notes. Does Master taste like the rest? An excellent question. Okay, and you can hit people with axes. Made in America Media LLC. Yeah, it's an interesting name. Some testimonials from Twitch streamers about how scary it is. You need to find a weapon now. Okay, cool. Just no. Well, Ziggy didn't like it. All right. So let's see. So, January 14th is when the store page went up. So, hello, Namada and Josuke. I'm surprised it wasn't already taken by a non-video game entity. It might have been. I don't know if you... Oh. Well, to be honest, I don't know how LLCs work. We don't have them in Canada. So this one is definitely aiming to be streamed, which I think is not necessarily a bad thing to do for a short-form horror game. But with the limited follower acquisition, I think basically they needed to put the monster in the capsule. It tends to work better for these short-form horror games if they have a cool-looking monster. I like the fact that you can fight back in this one. That's kind of a cool idea. Have you guys made anything else? Nope, this is their only game. What am I gonna say for this one? They have not actually managed to get streamed on Twitch though. No, nothing. So I think they probably, if they knew, clearly they know some streamers and stuff. I think if they had arranged to have this streaming on the day that streams happen on the day that it came out, that would probably help them. As it stands, I don't think they're going to sell many copies of this unless a big streamer picks them up. Again, like for the short form horror games, it really depends on who plays them and exposes them to their audience. This one is not showing a particularly unique hook. Being able to fight is kind of interesting, but we don't have any unique mechanics. The setting is fairly generic. It just looks like sort of gray walls. So yeah, I don't know if this one is going to have as much traction as you might think. I'm going to guess 100 for this one. All right. Moving on to drawing from memory. Technically, you could put any game on the Steam page, right? I don't know. I wonder if Steam actually like prevents you from putting certain things down. I have no idea how that works. I've never actually put a game on Steam myself. I have made games that went on that ended up on Steam, but other people handled all of that when I was working on them. All right, our next game is called Drawing from Memory, and it is on sale for $6.49 and developed and published by Lekker Spellen Kud, which I'm guessing is in another language. Drawing from Memory is an online party game where you and 2 to 4 friends try to find out what your most and least favorite characters look like by drawing them from memory. Okay, Drawing from Memory is an online party game where you and 2 to 4 friends try to figure out what your most and least favorite characters look like by drawing them from memory. Invite your friend, pick a character to draw. You and your friends try to draw the character from memory. Find out this is harder than you thought. Doubt yourself. Time is up. Submit your drawing. See what your friends drew. So this is sort of like Gartic Phone, but an app, and for $6, and with only one game. It's kind of cool. Like I like the idea, but it's sort of a limited offering considering like the competition in this market, right? Gartic Phone is free, and it's got a whole bunch of different kinds of games. Still very funny. Come on. There's a bunch of reviews for this. Okay, here we go. Fun party game. Fun party game. Bunch of people reviewed this. Interesting. Losing my voice again. Hold on. Yes. Okay, better. There we go. So very, very strong response. I am interested in seeing what their charts look like. Well, they got 12 people playing it now with 134 at peak. A bunch of people streamed it. That's kind of cool. Twitch viewers, 235. Very good. That's exactly what you would want for a game like this, right? You need to, people need to see people playing it and having fun with it. Store page went up on December 15th. That's the wrong year. There we go. They picked up some decent followers on Steam and quite a healthy count of reviews for a game like this one. Okay. Very healthy follower per day count. I wonder if Lekkerspellen has made other games. Nope, this is their only one. What about Could? Nope, only game. So, I'm very impressed. They've probably already sold about 3,000 copies of this. I'm going to guess that they get to... I think maybe... Wait. Let's see their charts. So they do have a spike, but they did have very healthy interest going up. So, yeah, I'm going to guess that they get to 9,000. That's my guess. And they could easily get more. I don't quite get it, but it does look fun. So, all right. I might recommend that one of my streamer friends try that one. All right, moving on to Dropoff Dealer, which is our next game for on sale for $7.01, down from $7.79. Developed and published by Bundem Games. Endless destruction. No period. All right, cool. Is that okay? Oh, okay. So you are a weed dealer. All right. Drop off products to your customers. Complete deliveries to gain time and cash. Destroy vehicles for extra cash. Use cash to purchase new vehicles. 22 cars. Endless destruction. An infinitely generated map. Okay. So this seems sort of like a very limited version of Crazy Taxi. That is not a bad thing. Crazy Taxi was great. But there is no reviews. So, Bundem Games. Have you made other games? You have. And they were all similar kind of low poly car games. Okie dokies. Let's see your charts. Only 2 people played this at peak, and they only picked up 6 followers. Went up on January 25th. So, what am I going to guess for this one? I think maybe 40, maybe? Yeah, I think that. There's not much here, right? The capsule shows us what's going on, but probably would not prompt people to click on it, I'm guessing. All right, yeah, I'm going to go with 40. We're going to move on to our next game, which is Fight and Crush. Fight and Crush is for sale for $2.99, down from $4.99. And this is our Atomic Fabric and Christian Manolaki game for today. Let's see what these two have been up to. Well, how about wow, they made a fighting game. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Some just wild animations here. Okay, how about a rematch? Try new top experiences together with this action game called Fight and Crush. Being in the shoes of a beginner fighter, your main mission is to beat all the world fighters in your upcoming fights. You will have a limited time for this and limited health, so take care. So it looks like it's like a survival fighting game? Wild. Alright. There's one review, and it is positive. I can't read it though, but they only played it for 5 minutes. I definitely think that's a character from another video game. Well, based on the fact that this is definitely a character from Star Wars, yeah. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how they're making them so quickly. They had a couple of people stream this one, but they put it up on the 23rd of January. And 4 followers, and all right, they had 1 positive review this time. So I'm gonna guess probably 60 for this one. That's my guess. Godspeed, Atomic Fabric and Christopher Metalaki. Moving on. Next game is. Wait, no, that's 16, 17. There we go. Fight Plane. Fight Plane is for sale for $3.50, down from $3.89. Developed by King Kong and published by King Kong Gaming. Fight Plane is a hardcore, clear-cut shooting air combat game. Players control the fighter plane to shuttle through the sky full of bullets, while improving the fighter plane's ability, challenge powerful enemies at the same time. 3 exclamation marks. Heartily endorse it. Okay, cool. So, wow, you have some pretty powerful weapons for a top 10 shooter like this. Okay, are we just like? All right, this one has a. This is a boss. Okay, do we have other bosses? Ah, okay, they do have other maps. All right, I was wondering whether or not there was just the one sort of coastal map. Okay, and you're always fighting planes. Cool. Hardcore. This is a replica of that. We have some gifts. Looks like you can upgrade stuff, and no reviews. Okay. Let's check their charts. I don't know if I'm making sense this morning. I'm a little out of it. We have January 26th. 1/26/2023, and they picked up 4 followers. So this one's looking for a hook, I think. The mechanics look pretty solid, but you look at this game and you're like, yeah, I have seen that game like a lot of different times under many different names. And it's missing something that's like, yeah, I've got to play this one of this kind of game. It doesn't look like a bad version of this. It looks competently made. It's just it is missing something to differentiate it from its compatriots. So I'm only going to guess maybe 30 for this one. Moving on to Idle Interstellar Factory 2, which is for sale for $10.39, down from $12.99. Developed and published by Yamate. This is a factory game based on text and 2D drag and drop. What? You need to complete the process from mining resources to the final interstellar resource mining and transportation. You will continue to unlock new technologies and experience many unexpected challenges along the way. Okay, so not being able to read the text is going to hinder my ability to understand what I'm looking at. But I think this is a worker placement game, which is interesting. I don't see many worker placement games show up on computers, right? They're a really popular kind of board game, but worker placement as a mechanic doesn't show up in computer games that much. You get it kind of in things like RTSs, where like you have to like place your drones on different resources, but specifically worker placement stuff, this is very hard to parse. but I think it's mostly because I can't read the text. 3 positive reviews. Okay. It also seems like it's an idle game based on the name. Five people are playing it, and the store page went up on November 23rd, 2022. Morning, Para. How's it going? We are looking at Idle Interstellar Factory 2, which managed to pick up 36 followers. So, conceptually, this is a game that should be candy for people on Steam, but I think that the fact that they don't have an English translation will hurt their English sales. Well, they have an English. They say that they have English for interface. Yeah, it's a little hard to tell what's going on though. Oh, here's an English screen. Okay, it looks like it's an order filling out game. Like you have to build a factory and then make orders for stuff. Interesting. Very hard to estimate on this one. I think that they could sell a reasonable number because like people love factory games. So I'm going to guess 400, which may be a little high, but that's going to be my guess. Moving on to our next game, which is Jigsaw Puzzle Lovers. Jigsaw Puzzle Lovers is for sale for $11.04, down from $12.99, developed and published by The Revels Games. Puzzle lovers rejoice! Okay. Alright, so this is a Jigsaw puzzle game. That makes sense. It is called Jigsaw Puzzle Lovers. And they have some Jigsaw mechanics. Puzzle complete. Okay, cool. Very short description and one review. A rather solid Jigsaw puzzle game, if I ever saw one. The pieces click satisfyingly together and can be moved around as one, so you can easily organize your puzzle as you go. Runs smoothly inside UTM virtualized Windows 11 ARM. Oh, on a MacBook Air. Okay, so you can run this on inside of a virtual Windows machine. Okay. There's definitely a market for like Jigsaw stuff, so I'm surprised that this one is getting such little response because it does look like a reasonable one. Okay, well, it went up very recently. So they had very little marketing time and they picked up 2 followers. So I think that they probably didn't point anyone at their game. That would be my guess. Have they made other games? Yes, I thought they might have. Okay. Right. Have we seen these people before? No, I don't remember them. I would remember the name. So they do make games, but they make about 1 or 2 per year, and they have previously been doing solitaire games, which have been doing okay, but not great. Oh. Mixed. Okay. My guess is this is probably a port from somewhere, based on the fact that they are still making the games and their sales numbers are kind of not enough that they could sustain a company on Steam alone. So yeah, what am I going to guess for this? Probably not great. I'm going to guess 40. And we're gonna move on to the next game, which is King Fishing. King Fishing is a free-to-play game developed and published by King Fishing. King Fishing, classic fish species and cool special effects, all kinds of goldfish, featured fish, let you love, bring a super experience, retain childhood fishing memories, innovation to join the room theme gameplay, release, skills sprint list. All right. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it is kind of awesome. Like, this is a fishing game, but there's okay. Let's take a brief survey of what's going on here. We have just won an unbelievable 23,040 somethings, possibly anchor coins. There is a crab with TNT strapped to its back. There is a goat pirate ship. We have a missile pocket. Apparently several genie lamps? There's a lot going on here. I'm guessing this is a mobile port. That would be my guess. Hey, Crow is here. Hi, Crow. I don't think we saw Crow yesterday. I've played this game at least 5 times now and nothing changes about it. They just changed the title of the game and re-release it. Wait, really? Too much buy crap coming on this. Good morning, MD. How are you today? This game is super fun. I'm really enjoying it. Killed my whole daytime. Alright, some people are like, Kingfishing. Did you... Okay, so you are not that. Alright. Wait, that did not make any sense. Okay, so Kingfishing, the company, appears to maybe be a developer on Steam that is specifically spun up for this iteration of this game. Fishing game is very interesting. I used to play it on my mobile phone, but didn't expect to have it on my computer. Cool. Okay. So did you advertise this? There's 16 people playing it. And went up on December 16th of last year. Get the year right. Here we go. Okay. Picked up 9 followers in that time, so they probably didn't promote it that much. What am I going to guess on this one? I'm going to guess about 2,000. It looks like a lot. Probably not my kind of game, but best of luck to Kingfishing, I guess. I'm especially interested if I could find other versions of this game somewhere. Because if they have released this like 5 or 6 times, that's weird. That's interesting. I might go digging for that later today. All right, moving on to our next game, which is Madorica Real Estate 2, The Mystery of the New Property, which is for sale for $18.89, down from $26.99, developed by Gift 10 Industry KK and Tumbleweed JP, and published by Gift 10 Industry KK. Madorica Real Estate, the note-taking floor plan-based real estate mystery game, is back and bigger than ever. Man, there's some history in that phrase, huh? Okay, with even more puzzles to solve! Exclamation mark, no space. In this game, visit properties and solve puzzles by noting down information and clues on a printed floor plan. Huh. Okay. Wow. What is going on here? To solve this mystery, you have to look at a floor plan. This is an indie adventure puzzle game dungeon crawler. There's clearly like sort of ghost monsters, maybe? Visit properties and solve puzzles by noting down information and clues on our printed floor plan. Okay. Folding, cutting, and rolling the floor plan will be vital to beating the game. Huh. Okay, when they say printed floor plan, do they actually expect you to print out the floor plan, like on your computer? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the thing. You have to print the floor plan of like the level that you're in, and then take notes physically, and then like do things to the floor plan physically with the paper to solve it. That's a very clever idea. I like that idea. We have 2 positive reviews. That's very clever. I like that idea. I mean, it's kind of a hard sell. Not everybody has a printer. Like I couldn't play this because I don't currently own a printer, but I do like it though. That's very clever. Moving on to this. They did not give themselves much time to advertise this, did they? Nope, only 13 days, which is not a lot. But see, healthy interest here. I think other people would have been interested in this, but it doesn't look like they gave themselves enough time. 50 followers, right? They did that in... So if they had given themselves 4 or 5 months, right, they would have gotten up to 5,000 or 6,000 followers. That would have gotten them into new and trending, and I think they would have sold pretty good. It's super niche, but a cool experience. Yeah, right? Like, the people who would be into this would be really into this, I think. As it stands, I don't think they're going to do very good, though, unfortunately. Because, at least on Steam, right? They might This is the kind of thing I could very easily see coming out on Switch. It might do better on Switch, as like maybe a thing to play with your kids, kind of. What am I gonna guess on this one? I can't guess particularly high because they don't have the numbers to like get themselves rolling into Steam. That's a bummer. It's a cool idea. I'm gonna guess 250 maybe. I hope I'm wrong and they sell a bunch more, because that's a very cool idea and I'd love to see more games play around with that. Moving on to our next game, which is NRG. NRG is a free-to-play game developed and published by Oak Games. Have we seen Oak Games before? I see a lot of game studios. Oak Games. Have you made other stuff? Not that I would have seen. Okay. Feel like your life is going in circles? Let's go in circles together. Collect, shoot, and taunt your way to victory against your opponents, or join them to fight zombie robots for top of the leaderboard. Then use your winnings to customize. Okay, so we're these cool little robot people with like brightly colored dreads, which is cool. Is this? It is a side scroller, I think. No, I mean part of it is a side scroller. You're definitely shooting stuff sometimes. And kicking things? It's a little hard to see what we're doing here. Okay, I like the circular side-scrolling levels. That's a cool idea. I have no idea what the enemies are, though. Like, the enemies just sort of like look like little white blobs of stuff, maybe? I don't know. Lots of customization options. Customization goes crazy. Love the fun and unique vibe. Okay, so this is a 1.0 release out of early access for a free-to-play game that was released in 2021, looks like. 8 people are playing it, and okay, store page went up in September 2nd, 2021. It's been out for a while. Looks like they released into early access. It's kind of frustrating that Steam Charts doesn't have the early access release here. They just have the one release, but it looks like they went into early access here and picked up some interest. Positive reviews. It is free, so I'm gonna guess 4,000 for this one. Interesting. Nice job, Oak Games. Okay, sorry, jumping around a bit. Moving on to our next game, which is Otome Legends. Which is for sale for $15.59, down from $19.49. Developed by Jigsaw Studios and Chi21, and published by Jigsaw Studios. I'm just gonna real quick open this one in another window just to make sure there's nothing that will get me in trouble. Yeah, okay, looks fine. A visual novel where the routes are not routes, the endings are not endings, and your choices are not real choices. What are they then? Please play. Okay. We have senpais. I'm glad you do. Wow. That is a chin. And I need money. I mean, I appreciate the direct appeal. Select a route. So you just directly pick a route. Man, the chins are bananas. So this is definitely like a joke game of some kind. What a trailer. I agree. Okay. I'm too jumpy and flinchy for this game. I'm gonna pee myself. Alright, there's a lot going on here. Your friend recommends you to play a dating sim she's been obsessed with lately. After playing it, you reflect on your life and realize that you wish you could live your life as the main heroine of a dating sim. The next day, when you tell your friend at school about the game, she comes up with a mischievous plan to turn your real life Otome you into a real-life Otome heroine, and things go terribly wrong. Each route takes 1.5 to 2 hours to complete. There are 4 routes plus a secret route. You don't have a choice. That's the description of gameplay. Okay. It has themes of suicide, depression, graphic imagery of blood and gore, and themes of violence. What in God's name is this? Best game ever. Play this right now. Okay, genuinely, if anyone checks this out, please tell me what this is, because I am baffled. One thing is, whoever made this, whoever JGamo Studios and G21 are, they clearly enjoyed themselves. Like, they were clearly having fun when they made this, right? The loading screen is the guy's chin getting longer. Yeah, someone had a lot of fun with this. Okay, and it is delightful. Okay, moving on to, when did this go up? It went up a while ago in October 21st? 29th? October 29th. Not a whole lot of followers. Okay, so if I may offer some mild criticism to what is clearly a game operating on an entirely different wavelength than I am, if you wanted this to be a real gag game, what you needed to do was go out, spend a couple of $100 and get an incredibly good painted capsule image, right? Just so that you have the contrast between like this incredibly cool looking capsule image and then this loading screen of the guy's chin growing. I genuinely think that would have like really like juiced your numbers, just because it would have been absolutely hilarious. They got the two positive reviews, no negative reviews. What am I gonna guess? I'm gonna guess 120 on this one. I don't think they're gonna sell many, but I wish them the best of luck. All right. Moving on to our next game, which is called OUTSTAND, and it is for sale for $23.39, down from $25.99. Developed and published by Eskrima Games. OUTSTAND is a game that reflects the real face of dark and intense fear to the person from a first-person camera angle. Your treasure-seeking friend is trapped. Can you save him, solve puzzles, watch out for the items around you, and most importantly, survive? We do have a monster in the capsule. Excellent work. But it looks like we have a lot of... I've got a treasure map. Okay. So are we always in this one room? Are we stuck here? What's going on? Okay, very, very strange trailer. It looks like they just show the initial, like the opening cutscene, which is like establishing that your friend has gone looking for a treasure map, or looking for treasure in a school, and then it's just the phone call. That's the whole trailer. And then they do have other environments, right? Clearly, they have other environments. There's a monster. You walk around in the dark with a flashlight. This looks like a pretty well-made short-form horror game, but for some very odd reason, they don't give you any of this in the trailer. That's weird. The game starts in the jungle and teleports you to another universe through a secret passage through the jungle. Okay. Several mixed reviews in a combination of languages. I need to get a Google Translate like plugin so that it will automatically translate other language reviews. Game went up on the November 25th. And picked up 77 followers. How many reviews did they actually end up with? So they have 8 reviews, and only 1, 2, 3 of those are positive. So something weird happened here. I'm getting weird vibes from this game because the fact that they don't show any of the other environments in the trailer is extremely strange. It seems kind of jumbled together. None of the screenshots or UI were cohesive. Yeah, right? I mean, they have the same kind of mission stuff here, right? So that there is some cohesion with the UI. But I do wonder whether or not this is a game that you can walk around, or if this is a game where you are always stuck in place and are looking around an environment, right? Because they describe it as from a first-person camera angle, right? That's a weird way to describe a first-person game. Like it might be a translation issue, but it's an interesting one. It's on sale for quite a lot of money too for a short-form horror game. How long have these people played it? Half an hour, 3 hours. I recognize everything as marketplace assets. Yes, I'm definitely recognizing some like these are some 3D scan assets, right? But hey, using assets is fine, right? It's how you use them. Another interesting question mark of a game. I am going to guess they probably already have 300 or so. So I'm going to guess 800 for this one. It looks polished enough that I think a lot of people will check it out. If I'm right, and I think I probably am, where you are always trapped just looking around like this, I think they will get a lot of returns. But that's just a guess. I could be wrong. Maybe the rest of the game is actually like a full first-person experience, and I'm incorrect. Moving on to our next game, which is Pigskin Hunter. I know like every product in the marketplace though. Lol, I use it a lot too. Yeah, like marketplace assets are cool. Generally speaking, my opinion is if you can buy a marketplace asset to do something that you would have to build for yourself and it works in your game, definitely do that, right? Like you will never pay more money buying a marketplace asset as you would to pay someone to build it for you, like custom, right? So it's almost always worth it to buy marketplace assets if they match your game. Our next game is Pigskin Punter. Pigskin Punter, not Pigskin Hunter. Okay, Pigskin Punter, which is for sale for $1.29, developed and published by Brandon Offstein, which is, I think, our first solo dev of the day. Pigskin Punter, cute and silly arcade game about punting pigskins. Indie developer looking for feedback. Can you beat the game? This is a trailer. That is actually an orangutan. And a trailer. Okay, so rather oddly, we do keep going back to this orangutan. Trailer. Okay. Okay, that last shot there, where the goal now starts trying to dodge the football, that actually is probably the most interesting thing in this trailer. A short, sweet, and silly game about getting your football through the uprights of the goalpost, all while smooth music plays in the background. There are 12 levels, each one with increasing in difficulty. Can you beat them all? Aim your football with the mouse and then time your launch. When you're ready, hit the spacebar to let it rip. Banger. RD Raider. Recommends that with about 10 minutes of playtime. Funny game idea. Nice job, Brandon. This is definitely a game. Went up on the 26th of January. So there's a bunch of stuff that I could talk about, like about the page and about the capsule and all that, but I definitely think that Brandon did this for reasons that were beyond trying to get people to buy it. I think that this was something Brandon did for experience. In which case, excellent work. One positive. Do we have one or two positive reviews? I can't remember. One positive review. So I think 40 people will check this out, and I'm going to move on to Pip XL, which is for sale for $1.55, down from $2.59. This is Cute Hannah's offering for today. Cute Hannah, if you remember, are the people who do the butterfly puzzle games. They also do these little pipe dream games. They have done easily, I think, 24 of these games called Pip, and this is another one. The pipes are kind of grungy this time. Okay, so this is just another set of Pip puzzles. I've done these a couple of times. No reviews. Cute Hannah is the game company that tends to, I think, make most of their money through bundles, right? They make these enormous bundles of their games, and they release lots and lots of Factorio flashbacks with the pipes. Really? That's your flashback for this one. The thing that I flashback to is Bioshock 1. Remember the pipe dream hacking minigame in Bioshock 1 where you had to like pause in the middle of a fight and then do pipe dream to hack a robot or whatever? And yes, right. They always put this up and get 1 follower. One follower, no reviews. I'm gonna guess 30. Clearly, someone is buying these, but I do think that they make most of their money through the like big bundles where you can get like 100 games for 20 bucks or whatever. All right, moving on to our next game, which is Prizma Puzzle Prime. Prizma Puzzle Prime. Prizma Puzzle Prime. You have made a tongue twister, my friends over at Silent Games. This game is for sale for $5.84, down from $6.49, developed and published by Silent Games. Tile-based puzzle game with smooth and addictive gameplay, old-school isometric graphics, and excellent music. The player's task is to connect the nodes, which have various functions. Is to connect the nodes, which have various functions. It kind of just looks like you're drawing lines. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad as a puzzle game. Doesn't look like they got much in the way of interest on this one because they got no reviews. They have released one other game last year called Lost Snowman, which was a puzzle platformer. Okie dokie. Let's check your charts. Prizma Puzzle Prime. Prizma. Still having trouble like getting that one out. Went up on the 25th of November. Had a bit of time and picked up only 8 followers in that time and no reviews. I mean, I gotta guess 40 maybe? Maybe? Okay, I'm going to move on to our next game, which is SlimeCatcher. SlimeCatcher is for sale for $11.04, down from $12.99, developed and published by Apple Crisp Gaming. Immerse yourself in a world of pixel art. Your mission is simple: to bring home 50 different types of slimes for dinner. Some slimes will try to kill you, while others are hidden throughout the world. A top-down RPG treasure hunt game. A keen eye will be useful to those who play the game. And you're a cute little fox person who has hearts for health, which is always nice. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Did the fox person just poop? Chance for a poop slime. Yep, that's what they said. Okay, choices were made here. Very, very tiny store page. Your name is Takaro, and you and Tanaka live alone in a diverse world of slimes. Okie dokie. What's sending me is that this little fox dude character is a different sprite, but looks extremely similar to the fox sprite used in some very popular Godot action game tutorials, which is just, it's really weird. Like, right, it's a little orange fox with a purple cape and a red shirt. It's really weird. That's very strange. So the capsule is probably not helping them very much, I don't think, here. Pixel art capsules tend not to do particularly well. This one is a little off-center. Both the text is off-center, and the hearts there are probably not helping. Let's check their charts. When did this go up? Nobody has played this game. Went up the 11th of January. So, yeah, I think this is the first like pure heartbreaker I've seen in a while. I think some people put quite a lot of work into this at Applecrisp Gaming, possibly for a long time, and then didn't tell anyone about it. Yeah, that's my guess. What am I gonna guess for this one? 20, maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess. Best of luck, Applecrisp Gaming. I look forward to seeing what you do next. Moving on. Making good time today. Our next game is Sunrider 4, The Captain's Return, which is for sale for $35.09, down from $38.99, developed by Love in Space and published by Sakai Project. Captain Kato Shields returns from exile in Sunrider 4, The Captain's Return, for a new space adventure. Okay. This is a tactical RPG, turn-based tactics visual novel. They're really stretching this out. What's going on in this trailer here? Okay. Okay. So this looks very visual novel-y. Okay, there is tactical combat stuff going on here. The girls are all very cute. I'm guessing that this is very much like that trailer, the one that we just watched, is probably for people who have already watched the other two trailers. Nope, they're all like this. Okay. All right, cool. I mean, lots of cute-looking art here. Is this actually part of a series, or did they just start it for? All right, so they make a bunch of visual novels. Oh, we've already looked at one. We would have looked at this one. I remember Sakai Project. Right, yes, this was the Bunny Girl game. Okay, so I gotta check this out. Sunrider 3? Let's see, Sunrider 3, do you exist? Sunrider Book 1 to 3 in the Sunrider trilogy? Nope, that looks very different. Sorry, getting a little off topic here. Did they really just start the series at 4? What a weird choice. Well, they've clearly been doing some promotion here, right? We have the different characters showing up on their Twitter. They're very proud of their songs, which is interesting. Okay. George Lucas did it. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that would be wild if that was the reference, right? If they're like, yeah, we're going to start with the fourth one. Because that's what Star Wars did, right? They started with A New Hope, the fourth one. Yeah, there's no bundle with the third one. I can't find the third one anywhere. They must have started with the fourth one. Oh wait, no. But here's someone saying I've always been a fan of the Sunrider series, so I'm clearly wrong. I've been waiting for this game for years. Definitely a massive improvement over the previous games. Bananas. Okay, there are previous games, but they're not on Steam, or maybe they are. Okay, there are other Sunrider games on Steam. I should have just looked here. None of them are called Sunrider 1, 2, or 3, though, so that's why I didn't find anything for Sunrider 3. But there is a Sunrider collection. Okay, so this is an established series of like visual novel tactical RPGs. All right. Let's check their charts, see what's going on, because they only got 7 recent reviews, but they have a bunch of other positive reviews from before. A bunch of people playing it, so clearly this is a series that people have some fondness for. Went up on December 17th. No, why do I keep typing in 2023? There we go. Big jump in the last day, so they are getting a lot of bumps from that. They have 12 positive reviews. I don't know if they're going to get over the threshold to get into the Steam algorithm fast, though. They're at 7 right now. They'll probably get there. No negative reviews. Seems like people are really liking this. And 700 followers. So what am I going to guess? That's 13 followers per day. Very, very healthy follower numbers. What am I going to guess? I'm going to guess 7,000? That feels wrong, but I'm going to write that down anyways. And I'm going to move on to our next game, which is Top Race. Top Race is for sale for $2.33, down from $3.89, developed and published by SMT ENT. And we have seen SMT ENT before today. Right? Yes, SMT ENT made Cave Raider. And this one is Top Race, racing simulator with a top view, where executed in 2.5D, where the player fights against computer AI, participates in races with beautiful music. Okie dokie. It looks like they do have a variety of different tracks, but they are all using the same kind of theme, which is just grass, track, and trees. And yeah, very, very simple looking little game. Store page went up January 25th. Was that the same day? No. Interesting. So their other game that they released today went up 2 days earlier than this one. 2 followers and no reviews. Yeah, I'm probably going to guess a little bit fewer than Cave Raider. I think this one is a little bit more alienating because there's kind of no indication that there's like any other kinds of cars or anything to do other than just drive around in a circle. Yeah, I think I'm going to guess 10 for this one. Moving on to Tower Walker. Words are difficult sometimes, everybody. Tower Walker MMO Grind Simulator, which is for sale for $9.76, down from $11.49, developed and published by Raptor Claw Games. Tower Walker is a fresh, new, addictive auto grinder, rich with features inspired by classic MMORPGs and RTS games with indirect control over your hero. The mysterious tower awaits. Okay. What do we got here? We got a little customizable dude. I'm guessing we don't have direct control of the character. We can equip a bunch of different stuff. The art style is cute. A little scrungly, but, you know, scrungly art is cute. Okay. I kind of get it. They're from the developers of Dino Nest and Boxing School. Dino Nest and Boxing School. Yep, they did release games with those names. Okay, and Boxing School. Boxing School did pretty well. First view of the game, as a huge idle game fan, I can say that everything so far seems great. I like the balance between what to control and what goes auto so far. Of course, I will update my review as I put more time in. And some pretty healthy healthy numbers on this so far in terms of playtime. MMO Grind Simulator does not respect the player's time, even though it is an idle game. It's also missing lots of simple quality of life systems like this one should have. I would have refunded if I knew how bad the balance and design of the game gets and how slowly you progress. But it took just over 4 hours to find that out. Bunch of people are playing it. I think idle games are a genre that there's some space in idle games, right? People are not really talking about them, but clearly the people who like them are willing to like just sort of keep them on indefinitely, which is why I think pretty much everyone who plays one of these games and plays them a lot is currently playing this, right? Like they may have only sold 55 copies, but everybody who bought it is still playing it because they just have it on in the background or on their second monitor or something. Went up on 2nd of September. $69 followers, nice, and 5 positive and 1 negative review. So not bad, but not really setting the world on fire. I would have expected better numbers for this based on their previous games, right? Their previous game sold like 10,000 copies, and the game before that sold about 8,000 or 9,000. I would be really surprised if this one sold more, but the thing is, I'm willing to be surprised, right? I think that maybe I am wrong about how idle games work. So, I'm going to guess 3,000, which these numbers do not bear out, right? 3,000, these numbers do not say 3,000. This number does not say 3,000. So this is probably wrong. I'm basing this almost entirely off of the fact that their previous 2 games, which had a very similar art style, did quite well. I will be interested to see what happens in a month and if I come back and we look at this one. Yeah, because I admit I do not know the dynamics of how idle games work at all. Moving on to our second to last game, which is called Wipe Factor, which is for sale for $8.39 down from $10.49, developed and published by Ironborn Entertainment. Wipe Factor is a multiplayer party game where you and other contestants compete as a team to overcome various physical obstacles and parkour chaos until one team wins. Huh. Okay, we've got bouncy mushrooms. Getting kind of a Fortnite vibe from the character models, who look kind of simple. Okay, I guess it's a it's kind of Fall Guys, kind of American Gladiator, sort of. That person just killed themselves. Okay, character customization is limited to hats, it looks like. Much love from the early access crowd. So this is in early access. Very brief period of time where a couple of people saw it on Twitch. 6,000 people saw it on Twitch. And this went up on January 25th. So, not a lot of time. And they only picked up 10 followers in that time. So, not terrible followers per day, but not good enough, I would think. And they got a grand total of 1 user review. Oh boy. I think Ironborn Entertainment may have made a mistake on this one. Like, they clearly have an interesting game here. They have a game that could be a modest to medium success, I think. People do like party games. They clearly have mastery over their engine, right? They know what they're doing, but I don't think that they marketed this enough, and I don't think that they took into account the whole player population thing, right? If there's no one playing the game, you can't play the game. And this is a competitive one, so it's not like a party game like the drawing game where if you're going to play drawing from memory, you're going to play it with your friends. You and your friends are going to buy this game, go up here, and do this as a social activity, right? But I don't see you getting 8 people together to play Wipe Factor, because getting 8 people together is a lot harder than getting 4 people together, right? And you would have to like split into teams and do a competition and all of that. So yeah, this one I think was relying on the fact, or would rely on the fact, that there would be people playing the game, and I don't think they're going to have that because they didn't do a hard enough launch. So what am I going to guess on this one? I've gotta guess maybe 120. Like, Ironborn Entertainment could fight it. They could do a bunch of marketing off of the platform. They could push people towards it. Maybe their entire business model is based on the idea that they're going to release into early access as like a testing platform and build up over time. Maybe, I don't know. But if they're doing that, then they're going to be fighting the Steam algorithm a bit, which will not be helping them. So, best of luck, Ironborn Entertainment. I look forward to seeing what happens with that one. I hope I'm wrong about this. Moving on to our last game, which is the Whisper Soul, which is for sale for $5.19, down from $6.49, developed by MedChief and published by Game Studio. The Game Studio. Whisper Soul is game genre, exploration, puzzle, escape room gameplay. The players change the season of the room through the time infection system to find the key to escape. Supported languages: English, Chinese, Simplified Chinese, Traditional Japanese. Okie dokie. Wonder what happened here, because this is definitely not what you're supposed to put here. Very simple store page. The Whisper Soul is an escape room game developed by a small team of only 5 people. Thanks to the composer, brother, and voice actor friends who reached out. And then a cute little emoji person. Players can change the time point of each room through the time infection system to find the key or hint to open the door. Shame it looks so laggy in the trailer. Yeah, I wonder if that is a recording artifact, or if this does have performance issues. Okay. I want to see them change the season in the room, though. Okay, we do have character models. I was wondering whether or not this was just a game that was just exploring an environment. But no, we have a creepy doll and a character model approaching you. Put on sale. MedChief, have you made anything else? Nope, this is your only game. Game Studio, have you made anything else? No, only game. Are they going to show us the mechanism in any of these little trailers? No, we got spooky people approaching the camera again. Okay. I'm definitely feeling the translation issue here, because this does look like a pretty cool little short form horror game, though the choppiness does make me pause, I think. This went up on the 11th of January. Wait. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Picked up 19 followers in that time. So not bad, but again, not great. Great capsule image. This is like definitely selling what this game is. Strong vibes. There's no monster, but I don't think that that's necessarily a problem for this one. I think the problem is the trailers. The trailers don't really show us what we're going to be doing, and the choppiness is definitely not filling me with confidence. It seems like all the trailers are just watching blurry people approach the camera while a doll happens, except for the later ones where you're walking around in a very choppy way. So, they're selling it as a puzzle mystery dungeon exploration escape room, and we don't see them like solving escape roomy puzzles. I think that you kind of have to sell that for escape room games. You have to show like what kind of puzzles there are. No reviews. So as it stands, I don't know if this is going to get picked up by streamers or anything. As usual for short form horror, this could get a boost from that, but if it doesn't, I am going to probably guess. I'm going to guess 90 for this. I think some people will check this out because it does look pretty cool, but I don't see it going very far, unfortunately. Best of luck, Med Chief. I hope that your next game does well, and I hope that some big streamer picks this one up because it looks pretty cool. All right, so that is it for our games this week for February 8th. And in terms of games that got no reviews, we have 9 out of 14 games, so about 40% of games got no reviews today. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you everybody for dropping by and taking a look at these Steam games with me. Everyone have a lovely day. Bye.